Okay, so you saw the results of my first attempt, which was not what I wanted. So we're going to try it one more time. Hopefully we'll have better results. I did a quick test with a new oven thermometer in my oven, and the temperature seemed to be much closer to 325 than 300, which was probably the problem because it definitely looked burned when it came out. So we're going to make smaller batches and put them in my toaster oven, which is newer and seems to be holding steady at 300. I'm also going to end up using a stand mixer rather than the hand mixer to make the meringue. Partially, I don't know whether or not that had anything to do with it, but it also is a chance for me to use my stand mixer. So we're going to give that a try. We're going to kind of fast track this. So I'm going to get the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients all together, let them sit, and then get back to you guys. All right? See you soon. Okay, so I've got my wet ingredients, I've got my dry ingredients. Now we macaronage, where we take about 1/3 to 1/2 of the wet ingredients and start folding it into the dry ingredients. Now, this is evidently the most critical stage where you make or break the macarons. You can definitely overmix, so you don't want to do that. And it's all about the consistency of the batter once you get everything in. So the first thing is to get as much of it mixed as you can, and then you add the rest. And we talk about it being the consistency of flowing lava, which is a little vague.
Are you supposed to stir it so rough or fold it?
They do say that you can be aggressive with it because you want to get as much of the air out as you can. So you want to check every so often to the consistency.
There's more in here.
Okay.
Not much, but there's some.
All right, I'll get it all messed out. So it's almost there. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to see if you can make a figure 8. And if you can make the figure 8 without the batter breaking, you're there. So we're almost there. But if you overmix it, evidently you're done. So I think maybe 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's try this. Wait. I know how to make an 8. All right, I think we're good. Hopefully we're good. All right, so I'm going to put this aside now. We're going to get the piping bag together and pipe out some macarons and go from there. See you soon. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to try to pipe. I've got a bigger piping nozzle than the last time, and we're going to do this on the smaller pan, the one that'll fit in the toaster oven, and let's give this a whirl. So I'm going to press this straight down. Good morning, guys. All right, it's the day after. The macarons I made seem to be at least edible, so that's good. They didn't rise the way that I wanted, lost some color, but they are still edible and actually a bit tasty, so that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and make the buttercream. The recipe I found has the buttercream being 2 sticks of butter, 3 cups of powdered sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 3 tablespoons of heavy cream. So first thing we do is we put the butter in. Room temperature butter, by the way, has to be room temperature, so it's been out long enough so that it's nice and smooth. Down, and then whip it up. Okay, so we've got the butter all nice and whipped up. So we'll stop it here, and we're gonna add in the powdered sugar. Back down and bring it back up. And straight down the sides. So because now the powdered sugar has time. It's starting to look good. All right, so now at this point we'll add the vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon. Down. can scrape it while it's still going, but then what am I going to do with all the extra? Okay, and then lastly is going to be the heavy cream. I'm not going to add all 3 tablespoons in at once. I'm going to add it in the first 2 and then see if I need any more than that. So a little bit more. There we go. All right. Once. It is nice and thick. I'm going to taste it, see if how it comes out. Let me use a separate spoon for that. Very, very thick. I probably need the one more tablespoon of cream. But it tastes good. So I think I will add the one more tablespoon just to kind of thin it out a little bit more. Okay. I'll let that run. I think we're good. So I'm going to put this in a piping bag, and then we'll put it on the macarons, and then we'll see what they look like. See you in a minute. Okay, so I have my probably 4 best macarons here. Again, as you can see, they did not rise, but they're almost the right color, and certainly they're round. So I'm going to flip 2 of them over, and we're going to take our buttercream and fill it up. I'm still working on good piping skills, but and then take that, press that down, take that, press that down, and I probably could have had a little bit more. That one looks pretty good. And now what I'm supposed to do, evidently, is leave it for 24 hours. So I will do that with a couple. I'll probably end up making a couple more and just trying them immediately, just for some instant gratification. I'll see you guys one more time after the 24 hours is up, and we'll take a bite and see how it is. Good morning, guys. So I showed you what I had finished doing with the buttercream, and I let it sit for 24 hours, and I ended up making a few. These are the 2 best, as well as I could make them. Very lumpy, very kind of misshapen, a little bit of a rise at the end, but definitely not professional in any way. So I'm going to take a bite, see how it tastes. So it's good. The buttercream is very good. The cookies themselves are actually pretty good. Not as light, I think, as they should be. A little chewy, which I'm sure is a side effect of the process. So not a complete failure like the first time around. But if I was going to make these again, I think I will take the advice of many people who said you have to make it a few times before you start to kind of, get good at it. So I'm glad I tried it. It was frustrating. It was disappointing at times, but I'm glad I at least gave it a try. So that's it for this one. Pretty soon I'll figure out what I'm going to make next. I think what I'm going to end up doing is each time it's going to be from a different country, some sort of dessert, and I'll...
The other macarons.
What?
The coconut macarons now.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was a suggestion that I do coconut macaroons, that since I can't make macarons, maybe I can make macaroons. We'll see whether or not that comes to fruition. So until next time, thank you guys for watching.
Is that good?
Uh-huh.